Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh, hi, and welcome to Tuesday. How are you, Jack?
I'm good. You know I don't love a Tuesday, but I'm good though.
I'm really happy today. I feel like the sun is shining. Spring has been here for longer than 5 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
It's it feels like it's going to stick around, and we've got so much to cover off today. I don't know if I've told you my most nightmarish camping story, and it's probably the origin of my hatred for anything outdoorsy.
I want to guess, but then I'm worried I'm going to ruin your story if I guess.
It involves a spider.
No, then.
Oh my God. Okay, you are going to lose your mind when you hear this story.
Because earlier this year when we spoke about our hatred for camping,
Yeah.
I remember you hated the feeling of like slime and rock and wet stuff under your feet.
Yeah, I don't like swimming in rivers. I mean, there's many things I don't like, but a story has triggered the worst camping memory of my life.
Fantastic. We're going to hear about that before 3. We also need to talk about these right to disconnect laws
Yes.
in the workplace.
I feel like I'm going to be fined every 10 minutes.
Same, you and me both. Also, $1,000 to give away in Chrissy's room reveal. Make sure you're registered via the Nova Player app.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Hey, Jack, how many people have you told about my tidbit that on Britney's Piece of Me, it's actually Swedish superstar Robin singing the bit?
Not one, and I feel really bad about that.
You're a dog.
I am.
You're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova. Let's do this.
To-do list Tuesday.
You should be telling people it's a really good
It
tidbit.
was. And also grab Friday's podcast if you're not sure what we're speaking about. Swanee did a really brilliant deep dive into some BVs on your favourite songs.
Also known as backing vocals. All right.
To-do list Tuesday, Swanee,
This
kick
is
us
where
off.
you and I compare the pressing issues that we have to do on a Tuesday, that we have to tick off our to-do list. Number 1 for me is Leo Shampoo Maui Curls.
What is this?
It is apparently an amazing shampoo for curly hair, because, you know, Leo's got my hair. Curly, dark hair.
It's great hair.
My son I'm talking about, of course, who's nearly 16. Can you believe it? So I've got to pick up some Maui curls for him.
And is that a shampoo he's selected and
Yes,
sought out?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. The Google reviews are in.
Is he still going to be a barber?
I think
Do
he's
we think?
going. Yeah, he still loves all that. Having
Good.
said that, he has my hair, but he also has my fly-by-night passion.
Yeah, okay, got
You
it.
know, really, really hot on something, and then, oh, actually, I've got no interest in that anymore all of a sudden.
We love that.
Next on the list, message, I won't use his name. It's a friend of mine that is a psychologist.
Okay.
Message blank and ask, is it a character flaw that I don't want a romantic relationship? That is literally in my calendar to do.
Hey, I'm keen for the answer to that, so I look forward to the response.
I just thought I never ask him professional advice
You should.
about anything. Well, because I try and keep that separate, you know.
Nah, you got to sometimes slip in a question.
And I just thought, I'm going to ask him, is it okay that I just have no interest in it? It's not that I'm anti it. It's not for me. And is that a character flaw? I need somebody to tell me yes or no.
I think it is not, and I think it's fine that you feel that way. But I'm keen to hear it from the answer from a professional.
Okay, thank you. I'll give you feedback.
Please.
And last on to-do list is don't forget Jack's bougie lasagna.
You brought it in even though I sassed you.
Even though you sassed me, and it's a good amount. It's up to you if you want to share it with Tom
Yeah.
or if you want to share it with your housemate Kontos. But it is so bougie. It's got that amore, stracciatella and bocconcini in it.
I'll share it with Tom.
You're
it's
very kind.
Good for our soul, Tom.
Can you feel the weight in that brick?
She's hefty.
Yeah, she's
She's
hefty.
a big girl. He's a big girl.
Oh, you Pat Sellers. Jess, you're a big girl.
Alrighty, on my to-do list, I've got 3 things. This
Can't
first
wait.
one, I literally wrote on Saturday. Chrissy and Peg need to see Six the musical. I saw it again. I went to the matinee session
This is so unlike
because
you.
I took some mates, and I'm like, Swanee, you will love it. No interval, no intermission.
Okay.
And I think Peg would really vibe some of the sass and chewed in it. Like, I want to speak to her about it.
Okay, great. All
Okay.
right, that is a fantastic recommendation.
Next one. This is
Because
actually...
school holidays are coming up, you know.
Oh, of course. This is a great activity.
Yeah.
If you're in Melbourne, go and see Six. Next one. Discuss Celia interview with Swanee. Okay.
Yes.
So tomorrow,
Yes.
we're doing a little bit of an off-air meeting here.
Yeah, great.
We've got Celia Pacquola on the show.
Heaven.
We're loving Thank God You're Here. I was thinking last night driving home, you know
Yeah.
how you revealed yesterday you wrote one joke at the weekend?
Yes.
And you think now you should have a comedy festival show?
Yes.
How do you feel about delivering the joke on air tomorrow to Celia and she can decide whether it's comedy festival worthy?
I think that is excellent because I value her feedback.
Same.
And I need to know from a professional whether or not
Agree.
I hang an entire festival show on 11 words that I wrote. Okay, yeah, let's do that.
And I think she'll be like honest and kind about, like, we could ask Pangy, but he's a dog.
Yeah.
Celia will give you a really nice answer.
I agree. Let's do it.
My final one is, book Conti, Weekend Away with Christina. You know how we love our slumber parties with our best friends?
Yes, it's the best.
You and I are about to have a week off. You're jetting off to Bali. I haven't organised anything, so I want to do a weekend away with my mate Christina.
Fabulous.
And I thought I'd check out a new hotel down in Sorrento, so I thought I'll book it in for us and surprise her.
You are a beautiful, romantic, platonic
Bestie.
partner. Yes.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
One Pass is now available at Priceline Pharmacy, and Sister Club members are getting exclusive access to boosted perks. Start your free 30-day trial today.
Learn more at priceline.com.au/onepass. TC's eligibility criteria and exclusions apply.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Can I tell you, you and I are aligned on many, many things, Jack, and there are a lot of listeners to the Chrissy Swan Show that agree with us that camping is the worst.
The worst.
And I really want to like it. But
I
I
don't.
still, I do.
Really?
I do, yes. But I can't see a single thing about it that aligns with what I define as a holiday.
And
I can't.
I don't understand. Like, I'm surprised by people that do love it because remember earlier this year we spoke about it, Swanee, and Martha Calafatidis came on our show and talked about her love for camping and how she'd just done this big trip with her family. And I'm like, wait, what, you?
Yeah. And
You're like chic and bougie.
They all, like, erect big tents on a riverbank.
Yeah.
Even her mum, Mary.
And they don't shower or they use communal showers.
Or they
like,
go into
ugh.
the river with a bar of soap. Oh, my God. Anyway, here is another nail in the coffin for camping. It occurred over in America, I believe, at, I just saw it, the Clark something.
Yeah,
Look, it doesn't matter. We're never going to go
Alaska's Lake Clark National Park.
there. Alaska's Lake Clark National Park. A camper was sleeping in a tent,
As you do.
And then I'm imagining that she heard my least favourite sound, which is scuttling. Any sort of scuttle, and I'm on edge.
Yeah.
Cockroaches, beetles, bugs, spiders.
Except for Scudder, our audio producer.
Yes.
We like Scudder.
I like the sound of scutter. She heard scuttling. She went outside. She looked on her tent, and there was an army, an infestation, a unlimited number of spiders.
Yeah, awful. See, you'd rather just one snake or one scary animal.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't rather any of it.
No, but if you
I
had to
wouldn't.
pick, I'd rather that because, like, this photo that they've shared is like a blanket of these spiders. How do you escape them? You don't. Whereas if it's one scary animal, you can try to, like, kick it away or hide from it. But this is just terrible. You're not escaping this.
And the thing is this. They were only daddy long legs.
I don't care. They still look scary as hell, and I don't want them anywhere near me.
But it's because it's the volume of them.
Yeah, correct. That's what I'm saying.
Back to your argument about it's better off to just have one thing that is terrible. I'm gonna let you in on a horrific and traumatic thing that happened to me while I was camping on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Freddie Flintoff touched you?
People don't realise I was outside
Yeah.
for 6 weeks. It was hideous.
And I've said this before, and I'll say it again to back you up, Swanee. You guys were the guinea pig season in Australia, so they really
my
put
God.
you through it.
Yes, and it went on forever, and it was awful. I was asleep one night in my hammock and I felt something the size of Merv Hughes's hand. So big, meaty, hairy. Imagine cricket legend Merv Hughes. Imagine his hand. Big.
Yeah.
I felt the equivalent of Merv Hughes's hand slowly crawl over my face from my sort of jaw across my nose and then up to my left eye. And at that point, I stirred because I was asleep and I brushed it off. When I brushed it off, it felt like I was pushing the body of a bird.
And what was it?
It was a wolf spider. I've got goosebumps.
Wow.
It was the size, Jack, a hand.
Did they show that on telly? Did they capture it?
Well, I went into the Tok-Toki and I said, something happened last night. And if you want the footage, you're going to have to search for it because this giant spider crawled over my face. Well, my God, they trawled that footage, but it was too dark.
Oh, no.
So nobody saw my horror. And I'm sort of glad that nowhere on YouTube or wherever is a location where I can go to relive it. Because, you know, when you get a bruise and you keep on pressing it, I would have gone to look at that and I would have died.
I would have asked for a bonus if I were you. Like, I'm in there, you get this amazing content of me being sort of scared by a spider and it doesn't even go to air.
God damn it.
What a waste.
I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
You're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show.
Really nailed those lyrics.
Oh, yeah. On Nova, let's give away some cash.
Don't miss Australia's favourite renovation show, The Block, Sunday 7pm and Monday to Wednesday 7:30pm on 9 and 9 Now.
Chrissy's Room Reveal.
I mean, there really is only one block. I just said there, you know, Australia's favourite renovation show. Is there any others? Come on.
I mean, there was some, but I forget their names. Swanee, last night's episode of The Block, though, oofed.
Really?
Yeah, a couple left.
Oh, this one. I heard rumours of this happening.
Jesse and Paige.
They just went, nah.
Well, I think producers intervened and said maybe it was a really juicy ep. If you've missed it, jump on. Is it 9 now that you can catch up on The Block?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it sure is. But right now, we are giving you, Kimmy, the chance at $1,000. How do you feel about that?
Oh, God, Chrissy, come on. I'm pretty desperate, I have to say.
Are you a bit of a DIY gal yourself?
I wish I had the talent for that, Chrissy.
Yeah, I know. Me too. But whenever I DIY anything, it's like, you know, when you're in grade 6 and you've got this amazing dream of a school assignment and then you make it and it looks like utter rubbish.
Awful, yeah.
So disappointing. All right, Kimmy, this is how it's going to work. I like to wander around my house when I'm feeling sad and just
crazy lady.
And just look in the rooms and go, oh, yeah, that's right. That's lovely. I cared a lot about that colour paint at the time. And I get a lot of joy from that. So I'm going to wander through my house now. I'm going to stop in a certain room, Kimmy, and if you can guess which room it is, you get $1,000. Are you ready to come with me? Let's go arm in arm down my hallway.
Okay, Chrissy, let's go.
Oh, God. Sometimes when I'm so busy, I dream of walking through this room. Oh, hang on. What's that on the bed?
Something's vibrating.
Oh, someone must... Oh, I've left my phone there on charge.
It's your phone, of course.
Someone's calling me.
Any guesses?
I don't see any cushions here, but a beautiful doona.
Oh, sounds like a bedroom.
It is! It is the boudoir, Kimmy, and you have got $1,000.
Oh, my God, you're incredible, Chrissy. Thank you so much.
Just in time before that 30 seconds clock ran out. Well done, Kim. If you would like to play Chrissy's Room Reveal, make sure you register via the Nova Player app, and we could be calling you tomorrow. Oh, it's vibrating again, Swan. Your phone's you're so popular.
Me.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's talk Gomez.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
I'm a Selena Gomez stan, are you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Love her. Love her acting, love her singing. I was really surprised. She sat down for an interview in Vanity Fair, my favourite magazine. Cover story, amazing.
Looks phenomenal.
Looks phenomenal, is phenomenal. She's so smart and sassy. But I was surprised to hear that music was sort of an accident for her. She sees herself just as an actor, and music she sort of does on the side.
I kind of forget because, I'm with you, Swanee. I always
Yeah.
just see her as a singer first, but she did start as a Disney kid, right?
Exactly. But they're sort of like acting and singing is kind of the repertoire for them. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. She's with a guy called Benny Blanco, and it started out, I remember when they first got together and she posted it on Instagram. God, I know so much about her that I didn't realise. I'm really a fan. Anyway, I follow her on Instagram.
I think she is or was the most followed person on Instagram.
Oh, right. So I'm not special.
No.
Billions of us. Anyway, I remember her post. It was quite controversial because she sort of announced that they were together. And everyone was surprised because historically they had beef.
Why?
I'm not sure why. I didn't go that deep into it.
Yeah, okay.
But initially they were enemies, and now she says that she has never been loved this way.
Oh, take that, Bieber.
I mean, weren't they like 11 though? Come on.
They-
Selena and Bieber, that was never going to work.
No, and Justin was going through his rough rich kid
Yes.
bratty phase.
Yes. I mean, they've both moved on. They're both happy now.
Totally.
He's a father. But she says of Benny Blanco, he can't lie. That's nice.
That's a good
isn't it?
trait to have. I saw a headline about Benny Blanco last week. I forgot to send you on Instagram. He uploaded photos of his pedicure, and he got a pedicure to match a Persian rug
It's
with
a
like
Persian rug.
tassels and everything.
What a delightful man.
Anyway, sorry, back to Selena.
But also, don't post.
Your feet, ever.
Well, you know what the most offensive thing about that is not the toes, it's the hair.
On the toes, I know.
Oh my God, can you imagine how much that would hurt if you plucked it out? Anyway, very, very in-depth, exciting article culminating in a confession that her and Taylor Swift are basically best friends, and she goes to my saviour for music advice, but mainly just to talk about reality TV,
I love that.
like you and me.
She's a Vanderpump Rules gal too, Selena.
And now she's moved on to that new one,
The Valley.
The Valley.
Yeah.
Anyway, I can't wait for that to arrive in my mailbox. You know, it's the only magazine I subscribe to.
That still turns up to the compound.
Love it. Oh, and also That's Life and Take 5. Now, The Weeknd. This is exciting. He's got a new single. I feel like I've been waiting for years for this single.
Dancing in the Flames, it's called.
It's really good, and we're going to play a grab of it for you in a moment, but it coincides with the release of a video as well, which is not that unusual. What is unusual is that the video was shot entirely on the new iPhone 16 Pro. And
Sick.
it looks like cinema worthy.
It really does.
Of course, I've got the 15 and I thought I was so fancy. Now I want to throw it in the bin.
I know, at the end of this month, Swanee, you should jump onto Apple and start ordering the new one.
Absolutely not. This will see me out, as my gran used to say. Let's have a listen to the new single. It's so good. When will we be playing this?
It drops Friday, Swanee.
It's so good.
And so smart by Apple to team up with someone like him, because he has that futuristic kind of vibe about him, and the video is sick.
The video is amazing.
It was
and
shot in slow-mo, the video, on the new iPhone 16 Pro.
I want this iPhone so much. Do you know what prices start at?
It's cheaper than the last one. It starts at cheaper than what the 15 was.
I don't think so.
Yeah, the 15 was $14.99. This one, they've lowered the price. It starts at $13.99.
For a phone.
Yeah, but
what
Swanee,
happened,
it's the
what happened
iPhone.
to the Nokia 3210?
Oh, can I just say one new feature about this iPhone that they unveiled that excites me? It's all
Yeah.
about Apple intelligence, so like AI.
Yeah.
So you're going to be able to like create an emoji by just speaking to your phone. You could say, I want a rainbow cactus, and it will create a rainbow cactus for you.
Oh my God! I've just spent $13.99.
This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh, hi. We're still here and so are you. Isn't that great news?
The best news.
It's so good. Have you already planned dinner? Because I noticed that you've absolutely inhaled the bougie lasagna I made you.
Yeah, because A, I hadn't organised or had lunch, and B, Tuesday night is steak night for me and my friends.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, so I'll be going to the pub for dinner.
Hey, Katy Perry's announced a new single.
Yeah, with Doechii.
Who's Doechii?
Oh, we loved the Doechii. She's had one song.
Oh, now I have to have Yochi. It's the power of suggestion, see?
Okay, so Doechii had this song, What It Is.
Oh my God, I love that song. I didn't know it was by her.
So
Need a little, So Katy Perry is trying to sort of acquire some of the cool of Doechii. That's how it works, isn't it?
yeah, because that always ends up going well when artists like that collaborate.
Well, ask Morgan Wallen and Post Malone.
I like that song. You don't like that song.
No, well, one of them is cool and one of them isn't. Anyway,
I mean,
let's move on.
Lifetimes was such a tune, though. Katy Perry doesn't need to release any more singles.
Oh, you'll
from
love this
new
one.
album.
It's called I'm His and He's Mine. Like anyone cares.
13, 24, 10 next. We're playing Chrissy's Quizzy.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's give away a bum bag, shall we?
Chrissy's Quizzy.
Hello, Bridie.
Hi.
What a beautiful name. In fact, I've just finished a television show on Paramount Plus called Fake, starring Asha Ketty. And her characters...
I keep wanting to watch it.
Oh, my God. The main character in it is Birdie Bell. And I always think... I feel like it should have been Bridie. I'm just saying it.
Look, Birdie could be better, could swap the R and the I around, I agree.
Bridie always makes me think of Bridie Carter, who played Tess on McLeod's Daughters.
Correct.
What a show.
Where's
Tom gets
she?
it.
Where's she now?
I don't
she was
know.
a great actor.
She was fantastic.
All
Let's
right,
meet Adam.
Bridie. Hello, Adam.
Hello, Chrissy. How are you? How are you, Jeff?
You're a truck driver. Are you in the cab now?
I am.
Can you give us a hoot hoot? Yeah! I won't tell you the rudest, dirtiest thing a truck driver once said to me, Adam, but I'm guessing it wasn't you. You sound like a nice man.
It wouldn't have been me.
No. Maybe it was, though. Anyway.
Let's get to the quiz.
Your names are your buzzers. It's the best of 5, my beautiful friends, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game and will walk away with the money. Can't buy a Chrissy Swan Show bum bag. And, you know, I have been known quite recently to go rogue and just give everyone a bum bag.
Yeah, and we had a discussion on Friday that won't be happening anymore. So it's really cute you bring that up, but you won't be doing it.
You had that discussion.
No, we
Question
agree.
number 1. Can you name the artist that's been announced as the 2025 Super Bowl halftime entertainment?
Bridie.
Yes, Bridie?
Kendrick Lamar.
It is Kendrick Lamar. Do you think he's got enough of a body of work to warrant a full halftime show?
Not in the slightest.
I agree.
What do you mean? The whole time you can just sing the pull up, drink, sit
No.
down, drink.
No, he can't.
Stand up,
Nobody,
drank.
Nobody knows that song.
Yes, they do, Swanee.
No, they don't.
No, young people do.
Well, that is a phone poll, and we will be doing it.
Question number 2, 1 point to Bridie.
Name the hairstyle in which the hair is cut shorter at the front and longer at the back.
Bridie.
Yes, Bridie.
That could be a mullet.
That is a mullet. What do they say? Party at the front. No, business at the front, party at the back. Question number 3. 34 years ago today, this song was released.
Adam.
Adam,
Yeah.
you know what this is, don't you? What's it called?
Yeah. It's Nirvana's. Oh, sorry.
I'm going to give it to you, Adam. It smells like Teen Spirit, but you nearly got there.
Yeah, sorry.
Do we need to call an ambulance for you, Adam, or are you okay?
No, I'm good.
Question number 4.
Nicole Kidman and Liv Schreiber star in a new... Do you like my German accent there?
Yeah, that was good.
A star in a new Netflix show that everyone's been talking about. Does anybody know what it's called?
Adam's truck is real noisy, man.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The perfect couple. Question number 5. 2 points to Bridie, 1 point to Adam at the moment.
Anna Wintour is the editor-in-chief of which magazine?
Oh, Bridie.
Yes, Bridie.
Vogue.
It is Vogue. Well done. You've got yourself a bum bag.
thank you so much.
Hey, Adam, can I just talk about your truck for a second?
Yep.
Do you have, like, curtains in it, and is there a bed in the back?
No, I don't have one of the big trucks.
Oh. Does it smell like ciggies and Mentos?
Siggy's, yes, not Mentos.
We love it.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I think I'm about to go to jail.
Oh, good.
I feel like a law has come in that I'm not going to be able to follow. And I'm talking, of course, of the right to disconnect laws.
Well, they've been in place since what, August 26 now?
Yes, and I've been a nervous wreck
Have
since,
you?
yes, because, my greatest fear is that I'll go to jail. That's my greatest fear. And in my dreams, I go to jail, and the whole time I didn't know that I was doing something wrong. And I feel like this is going to send me to jail.
I thought maybe you'd like jail because it'd kind of be a break for you.
Yes, there is a part of that, but I'd rather hospital.
True. We can go to hospital for the break.
For that, yes. But these disconnect laws are scary to me. If you're not across them, of course you are, but I'll give you a little explanation. People now need to be able to have their own time away from work, right? It means that your boss, it's against the law for them to text you out of hours, for them to call you out of hours, for them to expect you to respond to them if they send an email at 7 p.m. And I do that all the time. And the reason I do it is because I'm crazy and my brain never stops and I'm never not working, which is the nature of my work.
Yeah, it's hard for us in this industry.
And then also, Your Honour, please, I plead innocent because of lockdowns and work from home and everything's so blurry and shady now. It's like 10 years ago, you went to your office and you worked and you had the same desk and then you went home. Now, you don't even have the same desk. There's bloody hot desks. There's dogs in here. There's kids in here every Tuesday and second Thursday and any day with a unicorn in it. You're allowed to work from home, which I think is wonderful, but it's very confusing for someone like me. I don't know who's working and when.
I know, but you're Chrissy Swan, you're good. No one's going to get mad at you for texting. And also, we text each other at all times of the day. We're not each other's bosses, so it doesn't really matter. But it's fine, because if you're busy, you just reply to each other the next day.
But it's not just bosses, it's colleagues.
Is it colleagues
You
too?
you could have reported me for the text messages that we were sending on Friday night at
Look,
midnight.
I am strapped for cash, so
do you know
I
what
could
I
really
mean?
take you to the cleaners.
Well, that's the thing. What's to stop you from doing that?
The videos of me singing karaoke were illegal in themselves that I sent you, so I think you could also take me to court.
Well, yes, I do have evidence against you if it ever came to that, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tricky, Swanee. And there's an argument here for small and medium-sized businesses who are already doing it tough that maybe need their employees to do something at 5:20 or 5:15, and they're getting responses from their employees saying, nah, I'm off the clock. But
they are off the clock.
I
know. This is the thing. It's so grey.
That also feels unreasonable. Imagine if our boss, Sarah, if she tried to reach out to me at 5:30 and I said, you can't contact me right now. Get back to me tomorrow. I would never. And also, I've got articles I need to send you and gossip about.
I know. It is not for us.
13/24/10. If these new laws, the new right to disconnect laws, are affecting you, or if you're a boss that maybe has had employees sass you about texting them out of hours,
or as soon as you found out about them, did you go, that is going to be Wayne all over?
The Chrissy Swan Show.
We're talking about these right to disconnect laws. There's a new article about them today. They came in 3 weeks ago, these new laws, where you do not have to respond to any messages you get that are work-related when you're at home trying to disconnect. And they came in 3 weeks ago, and I've been a nervous wreck ever since. And there's new information today saying small to medium business owners are really confused about it. There's so much grey area. Everyone needs to be wary.
And there's some hefty fines that can be thrown out
Massive.
if you are a boss that does reach out to your employees.
Massive fines, like $19,000 individually and nearly $100,000 for a company.
Wow, that's scary, man.
Oh my God, I'm terrified.
13 24 10. We're asking if these new disconnect rules and laws have affected you at your workplace.
Hi, Stu.
Hey, how you going?
Good. Are you a tradie?
Yeah, that's the one.
So how is this affecting you? Because you guys start early.
Yeah. 6
And-
a.m. kick-off.
Yeah.
And Stu, you run a team. How is it affecting you and your team?
We do every Tuesday. We do a toolbox talk, and then it's online because I've got guys all over South Queensland, right?
Yeah.
So it's a little hard to try and get to 20 different sites on the day. So it's emailed out the day before. They get back to me by lunchtime the following day. These guys, we then do a monthly where we catch up at the office, do a breakfast, catch up, run through, and this particular one had test and tags. So I had the electrical company turn up, so all the gear was test and tagged. So every quarter, everything's up to date. They all know the rules. I send a message in the afternoon, and they're like, "Oh, you can't contact me outside of hours."
What time? What time was that?
Well, this would be for me. I'm on the road at 4:30 a.m. and I'm home early, but usually I'm on the phone till 6, 7 at night, dealing with clients or other issues that happen.
And see, that's
as a
the
business.
thing. That's the thing. If that's what you've been doing every day and that's what you're still doing, it's really hard to recalibrate and put things off for another 12 hours until everybody's back on board.
Absolutely. A Priceline pharmacy voucher for you, Stu, especially in that industry when they're on the road and then you got to do your admin work in the Arvo.
Yeah, and then the problem arises in the Arvo. You've got to get that information to somebody before they start.
Also,
how does it work?
Toolbox Tuesday. We should implement a segment here called Toolbox Tuesday. I love that.
What sort of tools would we be? Anyway, hello, James.
Hello.
Hi. Now, what is going on here? Are you going to jail with me?
No. Well, I'm just a factory worker, so I'm sort of like the bottom end of the scale. I'm the one that can send people to jail for saying, oh, you contacted me. But the thing is, I work in a factory that runs 24/7 pretty much. We have morning, day, we have like day, afternoon, night shift. And often people don't come in on a shift, and so they'll need people to stay back or come in early. So often my supervisor will be contacting me like 9 o'clock on a Sunday night saying, are you able to come in early Monday morning because we're short-staffed? Now, if I just go, no, you can't contact me, I'm never going to get overtime again. So I think there needs to be some flexibility to it because it can't just be a complete shut-off because in that industry, they need to be able to contact us because they've got to keep the machines running and stuff, and if they can't ask people to come in...
Exactly. Also, further to that, yes, you want to answer that call because you get more hours, but I worry the other way. If you never answer that call, then your boss will start not calling you, and quite often that can be seen as a show of lack of dedication. And it's not true. You're allowed to be at home not working at 9 p.m. on a Sunday.
Absolutely.
But people aren't wired like that. If I was calling you 6 times and you never answered, I would just call Tom, and then I'd call Tom first next time.
Yeah, totally. It
You know what
changes
I
how
mean?
you operate.
Yeah.
You also, with stuff like that, like surely, I know not everyone has a boss with common sense. We're very lucky, but like everyone I hope is now just having to have these conversations about like, hey, there's these new laws. How does it work for us?
Yeah,
And how
I
does it
know.
apply?
I know, but then they can turn on you.
And some people suck. Let's go to Fiona.
Hello, Fiona.
Hey, how you going?
Hi. Now, what has happened at your son's school?
They had the audacity to tell me that I wasn't allowed to email out of hours. And I feel like it's a personal attack because I am guilty. And I did send an email to one of his class teachers at 3 a.m. this morning because I had to get that information out of my head or it would be lost forever.
Oh, my
However-
God. You sound like me.
I'm a nurse. I work crazy hours. I have crazy thoughts. I do crazy stuff. But in my defence, I have always, and I will continue to send that email with a message saying, I don't expect you to respond right now. Not everyone's crazy like me. However, I need to
Fiona, my God, I say the same things in my email. The problem that I have with your situation is that the school shouldn't tell you when
No.
you can send the email, because you can send it any time. If you'd said, please get back to me
cellmate.
at 7 a.m., but that's the problem. But you can send emails whenever you want. And the school's got no right to tell you when you can send them. It's when you demand the answer.
Absolutely. Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you, Fiona.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
First,
Chrissy's clickbait.
massive snub for Beyonce at the CMAs, the Country Music Awards. Do you remember she released that album and everybody, I mean, we here at Nova played that Texas Hold'em every 10 minutes.
We did.
You see her? I do love it now.
It is the best song on Cowboy Carter.
Absolutely.
The rest of the album I didn't love.
Really?
No.
Well, either did the Country Music Awards. Beyonce got not one single nomination. I can't believe it.
It doesn't feel right given how successful
well,
charted.
it was number one on the country music charts.
Yeah, see, that's wrong then.
It's very unusual, and you know, people are outraged. But I mean, you know, like the goddess of music, Dionne Warwick, that's what Friends are for, has said this is outrageous, and it sort of is. I think they could have been less obvious about it.
I think there was some shade thrown here by them not putting her up for a nom.
I do too.
Because
it's historically,
Yeah.
I think, because she did say when she released this album that, you know, it was kind of on purpose to prove that she could do this genre, because she went on stage with they were then called the Dixie Chicks. Now they're just called the Chicks. She sang a song, whatever, and the Country Music Federation or whoever they are were like, why is she singing our music?
Yeah, and they were like sassy to her backstage.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm allowed to do this. I'm an artist. I'm a musician. I can do any genre I want.
And 8 years later, she showed him with this Cowboy Carter.
And then they showed her back by completely snubbing her. Big Nova artists that did get recognition, of course, was Shabuzi there? Or was he just mentioning that he couldn't believe that...
Shabuzi was shook that Beyonce didn't get recognised, but the song and the artist that did really well was Morgan Wallen.
Yes.
And 4 of the noms, Swanee, were because of this song.
I don't like it.
I'm not a country guy, but that's a tune.
Nah.
I love me some Post Malone.
Excuse me, but Chris Stapleton... Whoa. He got nominated, and Luke Combs, who we also play. So, you know, who says there's no crossover into mainstream? Am I right?
And Beyonce, please just go back to doing like elite pop dance music. Thanks.
Message from Jack. Speaking of heartfelt messages, we have heard from the divine Princess Catherine with a really great update.
I cannot tell you what a relief it is to have finally completed my chemotherapy treatment. The last 9 months have been incredibly tough for us as a family. Doing what I can to stay cancer-free is now my focus. My path to healing and full recovery is long, and I must continue to take each day as it comes. I am, however, looking forward to being back at work and undertaking a few more public engagements in the coming months when I can. I enter this new phase of recovery with a renewed sense of hope and appreciation of life.
I love that.
What a beautiful voice.
Hope and appreciation of life. You know, if you want to change tack, though, I think there's some interviews on the Today Show and 60 Minutes that you could catch up with Kate and see if there's an alternative.
Aaron L could have a coffee.
Ooh, cheeky.
Hey, that's us done. Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel are up next. Make sure you register via the Nova Player app if you'd like to play Chrissy's room reveal tomorrow. It's where she wanders through a room just before 3 because there is $1,000 cash in it for you.
And I do that before 3 a.m. as well sometimes.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.